Today's topic, Yowie in Australian mythology. Before diving into a detailed analysis of this creature, please subscribe to this cursed channel. Seriously. Anyway, this creature is often referred to as the Australian Bigfoot, which plays a big role in its popularity. I assume you all know Bigfoot. You could call it America's sweetheart. Both creatures resemble apes in appearance, but Yowie, today's focus, has very different stories. Let's first look at how this creature came to be and its characteristics. The first reports describing the creature date back to the late 19th century. However, it had been known for centuries by Australia's indigenous peoples. Its popularity largely stems from the curiosity of European settlers. Anyway, the creature has particularly garnered attention from cryptozoologists. Much like the Nandi bear, some researchers have presented reports and interviewed locals regarding sightings of the creature. Today, groups like Yowie Research or the Australian Yowie Research Centre help us understand it better, but studies on the creature are mostly based on distant observations and footprints. No one has reported seeing it up close, at least not yet. But hey, if you subscribe, maybe someone will. This creature is generally described as muscular, with long arms resembling either a human or a gorilla. Its fur is reddish brown in color. It stands approximately 7 to 12 feet tall and weighs an estimated 440 to 1,100 pounds. These stats put it in a unique category, as very few primates, whether modern or prehistoric, reach such weights. For instance, large male gorillas today weigh around 550 pounds. Looking back at prehistoric examples, members of the Paranthropus group, the big leagues, weighed between 440 and 660 pounds. And of course, we can't forget Gigantopithecus, the real-life version of King Louie from the Jungle Book. Some large specimens of Gigantopithecus weighed up to 1,100 pounds and stood about 10 to 13 feet tall. Let's leave this topic here for now and move on. As I mentioned, the creature is primarily identified by its footprints. These footprints have mostly been found in Australia's interior regions, such as Queensland and New South Wales. This creature holds a significant place in regional mythology. Sometimes, it's described as a guardian spirit protecting people from danger, while other times it's portrayed as a predator that frightens or attacks hunters. If you don't want to end up like those hunters, hit that subscribe button. Now, let's explore what the Yowie might actually be. The first contender, as mentioned earlier, would be a gorilla, but gorillas don't match the Yowie's described color or location. To be fair, the habitats of the animals I'll mention in this video aren't all that important, because Australia isn't home to any large primates. Our second candidate is the Paranthropus group. These species bridge the gap between humans and apes. They first appeared 2.7 million years ago and went extinct nearly 1 million years ago. While their faces were somewhat human-like, their large jaws and teeth brought them closer to apes. Paranthropus species are often classified as pre-human and part of the hominin group. That since they're not quite apes, their survival chances might be higher. However, I have no idea how they would have made it to Australia. I'd love to hear that story from the Yowie itself. The next candidate is Gigantopithecus. Think of this creature as a super-sized baboon, with baboons already being aggressive and living in relatively large troops. Now imagine this beast. Gigantopithecus lived 2 million years ago, stood about 5 feet tall, and weighed between 110 and 170 pounds, with some larger individuals reaching 220 pounds. Structurally, it had a muscular and durable body with a powerful jaw, much like baboons. These traits align well with Yowie legends, making it a solid candidate. However, the likelihood of Gigantopithecus migrating to Australia is incredibly low due to geological barriers and conditions at the time. Our final contender is Gigantopithecus, also known as the giant orangutan. Like Gigantopithecus, it lived 2 million years ago. Fossils have mostly been found in China and India. Its color is believed to resemble that of orangutans, so natural reddish or brown tones. This matches the Yowie's description. It had a large, strong head and jaw. However, it followed a strict herbivorous diet, almost entirely plant-based. Gigantopithecus went extinct roughly 100,000 years ago. It may have encountered human ancestors, which could explain its place in myths. Now, let's get to my thoughts on the Yowie. If you have your own ideas, feel free to share them in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe afterward. When we look globally, primates are native to 3 of the 6 continents. Africa, Asia, and South America. They are absent in the other three, North America, Australia, and quite surprisingly, Antarctica. This gives us a 50-50 chance of the Yowie existing in Aboriginal mythology. Anyway, that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to join our adventure, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. See you in another universe.
Please subscribe to my